Hey guys, it's Grand Admiral Thrawn, and today I'm done with my break from reviewing Ahsoka figures, okay? And I will elaborate on that later. And I hope you're also done taking a break from Ahsoka, because Episode 4 was great, if you haven't seen any of it yet. Don't worry, there are no spoilers in this video. This is about CC-3636, aka Commander Wolffe. Now, this figure is amazing. They did such a great job with this figure, okay? Look, do you know that Wolffe even has this little antenna in the show? Because he does. And they knew it, and they put it on the figure. And it's just such a tiny detail. They did it on Cody too, but Cody's is a little more easy to see. Now, that's not the only thing they did. And we're going to remove the helmet soon because they did an amazing job with his face. But we're going to start with all the detailing on his armor. They did the Wolfpack logo on his one shoulder. They did the other Wolfpack logo on his other shoulder. They did the way how his armor is meant to look like wolf bite marks on it, around the legs, around the arms, like the wrists in particular, but just like so much, okay? Like how there's bits where it's white, then back to gray, then white again. They did it, okay? And then even the most hard to see detail that you're never going to see it in the video. Oh, wait. Okay. If you can't see it, there is a little gray line right here on Wolffe's waist cape. They put that on the figure. I'm not kidding. There is actually a little gray line there. Anyway, not only that, they also put dirt marks to show that he's been in battle in this figure. There's some here, like they're all over the figure. They're even on the helmet. But yeah, they did such an amazing job with detailing on this figure. Look at it. And that's not all they did a great job of. I haven't even gotten to his face. We're going to start with his helmet first. Just a disclaimer, the visor is on the accurate side. Okay. This looks exactly like Wolffe's helmet. They got the wolf face on it, like there are the ears, like all that. They did all that nicely. The little red spot that he has on it, the yellow lines above his helmet, like all that great detail. Oh, you probably didn't even see that, did you? Okay, all that great detail, the little red dot, the lines, all that, it's all here. Adjustable visor, that's a great feature for your Commander Wolffe. And now we're going to actually get into the face of Wolffe, which they did such a great job of, okay? They made it how his one eye is dead. They made it how he has the scar above his eye. They made him look just like your average clone, but with a beard and missing an eyeball. They did such an amazing job with this figure. Which is what sucks, where I have to, after you talk about the positive, there's always the negative. Now, this figure has three things that I would consider negatives. And the first one we're going to talk about isn't even really that big of a deal, but we still got to talk about it. His helmet is a little hard to put on the figure, and it's also a bit rough to remove the helmet from the figure, but that's honestly not that big. That's not that big a deal, okay? I mean, most Black Series figures have helmets that are hard to put on and off like this. No, I'm not doing a face reveal in this video. You want one of them? May 4th video. Okay, anyway. But yeah, they do. A lot of Black Series suffer from that, so it's not that big a deal for Wolffe. What is a big deal, though, is something that a lot of clones suffer from, in that they only make one hand meant to hold a blaster. The other one isn't meant to aim and hold the trigger. As you can see, it's very difficult. Now, with this hand, it's easy. Also, he has two of his blasters, his clone-accurate blasters, with detailing on them. Now, I'm not even going to take this blaster out of his hand because it is so hard to get it into his hand like this. With Rex, it's a challenge, but it's doable. But with Wolffe, for some reason, it is impossible to get his blaster in his hand in a good position. So I'm not taking it out during this video. I don't care what you think. Now, his blasters also come with holsters that you can put them in, which I think is a great feature. I mean, Wolffe should have holsters. He has them in the show. But yeah, they did an amazing job with Commander Wolffe so far. Like, those are it. And then the other problem is that with posability, for some reason, his one leg is a bit different from the other. I don't know. It's hard to even explain this, but one of his legs is a bit different than the other. Anyway, now that that's out of the way, we're going to get into the box, because there is barely any issues with this Wolffe figure. Now, let's talk about the box. It's from the Red Wave, except there's one thing that's odd about this box. There's no number on it. Every Red Wave figure has a number, except Wolffe for some reason. And then they even actually put Wolffe on the box. Nicely done. Anyway, but yeah, the box is a bit plain, unlike the figure. The figure they did an amazing job of. However, that is an amazing picture of Commander Wolffe. There is no denying that is a great picture of Wolffe they fit on this box. But for some weird reason, there's no number on the box. I don't get it. But anyway, what I meant at the beginning of the video is I don't have enough characters to last until Ahsoka ends with just the Rebels wave, because I've already done half of them. And the next Rebels member I'm doing is a double review of Ezra and Chopper. So I can't last until Ahsoka ends. So I'm doing a few other characters. And unfortunately, this isn't Old Man Wolffe, because that's the version from Rebels. What's even more sad is we don't even have a version of Gregor in Black Series form. I'll take Old Man or the young one. I'd prefer Commando Gregor because that armor is awesome. But anyway, I decided to include Wolffe here anyway because I haven't done Wolffe's figure, and he shows up in Rebels and Clone Wars, which are both kind of important to watch Ahsoka anyway, so there's going to be 3 characters that I do from both Clone Wars and Rebels that aren't Rebels exclusive, and this is one of them. But anyway, let's get to the grading of this figure because we've about reached the end of the video. I think that this Commander Wolffe, even with those negatives, is still a 10 out of 10 because of all the positives this figure has. I didn't even get to how he has comlink arm things on him. Well, on one of his arms. But yeah, 10 out of 10. If you find this figure, I heavily recommend you pick it up. This is Grand Admiral Thrawn signing off. And I don't know who my next figure will be, but I'm getting on it because I really need to. I took long enough of a break. This is Grand Admiral Thrawn signing off.